DROMIDA MT 4.18, 18th scale, four-wheel drive monster truck? What? That's not a monster truck to me. This is I guess it's a monster truck, whatever. Welcome back to Johan's RC Garage. I decided to bring one of my little friends with me to work today. I'm gonna let you take a look at her. This here is a DROMIDA MT 418. What I ended up doing with it over the years, quite a few modifications to it. You might notice there's some LED lights on here, front and back. Did the shoe goo and drywall tape in here. This thing is nice and sturdy now. Got some nice lights on there. Got the DROMIDA shocks on it, the blue anodized. Now I also got the hot racing top plate. That made it a lot stiffer. The plastic one had a lot more flex in it. You want some flex, not a whole lot. From the factory they just had way too much flex. So got the top plate there, which also complements the hot racing steering rack in here, which works great. Got a Spectrum SR3 on here to bind up to my DX3C. We got an old school Castle Creations Mamba 25 right there. This thing's old. It's been in mini tees from back in the day. This thing's still kicking, working great. I've had to resolder wires on it. Works awesome. Got the new school Castle 808 motor, or 0808. 200 kV. That's crazy, right? Do you have to watch the temps on it? It's got the brass gear on here. Now DROMIDA does offer some hop-ups for these. They're hard to come by nowadays, but they had the aluminum spur gear, which the brass gear just ate up right away. So I just kept with the plastic one, and honestly I have spares, but I've never had to change it. So it works good. Do have the aluminum DROMIDA drive shafts in there. The aluminum drive cups do end up kind of stripping out sometimes, more so on the wheel nut side. So one of them here I think is the plastic one. Anyways, I got a Zop Power. I did a little modification on the battery tray. So there's a DROMIDA battery hold down, and then you might recognize that. That's a Traxxas 2-wheel drive Bandit front bumper. So I just bolted that on there, and that kind of holds the battery in there. And I can fit a much bigger battery in here, but it fits in there fine. I mean, it does kind of move around if you get in a bad wreck, which does happen quite a bit with these. They do a lot of cartwheels. Surprisingly, I haven't broken anything major on this. It's still the original chassis, even though I've carved it all out here, carved it out here. Here, works great. Metal gear, 9 kilogram or something like that, or 6 kilogram. I don't know. See how we do. How do you do? Can't stand these little body clips, so I end up putting zip tie grabby things on them here. Let's get this plugged in. There we go. Every time I go out with shock towers, and not the shock tower like it's snapped off or bent, the body mounts that are attached to the shock tower, that's what would break off. So what I ended up doing here, put a couple of servo mount screws through it because they're self-threading, and then they're going through a couple of ball ends for, I think, from my old Dirt Trax Evader shocks, ball ends on that, and it worked out perfect to where this goes on here, just pops right through. That's awesome sound, I know, but it works good. It really does. Got my big sausage fingers putting these little clips in. It's kind of comical, honestly. Oh, let's see what we can do with this. Let's take a look, see how it does on the track over here. All right, we're back on the ground. Johan's RC Garage. Let's see how fast the DROMIDA it out. Let's say stop and read. Well, 38 miles an hour, not bad for awful driving. Oh, what happened is it came straight for me. It was coming straight for us. And I caught it. I literally caught it under my foot like that. But, and that flew forward a little bit. But I didn't lose it. Velcroed on, that's good. 38 miles an hour on this little guy. Not bad, huh? Okay. Let's see, what broke? This little, I mean, this is tiny, dude. Oh, there goes the shaft. These little drag links are so small. Just snapped it off right there. I've never had that happen yet. So I don't know if I have any spares. Huh, I might get to buy something for this. It's been a while. That's exciting. Drive shaft's good. Still got the spring in there. Still got the other end. Yeah, it's still in there. Enough there that I can grab on it with pliers and back it out. So that's okay. That's all right. We'll get it on the bench and fix it later. See how that goes. All right, so that's it for the Dromida today, guys. We're gonna try it again another day when I feel like getting it out. Head rush. Stood up too fast. Getting old. Thanks for watching Johan's RC Garage. I love you from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this, you're probably a friend or a family member or a friend of a family member, or maybe just some bloke on the other side of the country or countries. I don't know, but I love you. Yeah, there's just too much hate in the world right now not to love. We got to have people who are just extreme lovers. What am I talking about? Cut.